A very good morning, my dear students. I hope everybody is doing great. Let's continue our chapter called System of Particles and Rotatory Motion. So we are going to finish this chapter in 5 to 6 classes from now. Then the syllabus will be completely done. System of particles and rotatory motion. Now the topic is that the relation between linear velocity v and angular velocity omega. So the relation between linear velocity v and angular velocity omega. Let's move on. We know, imagine this is what an axis of rotation. Let me say it is a rod with a wire. There is a stone is connected to this wire. A radius of this rope is r. This is the rod. Okay. And about this rod, this is what the stone is moving in a circular path. Andre, the stone is rotating about this axis. And let's suppose you study only the circular motion of that particular stone. So that is what the diagram I am drawing here. If you study only that. So this is the center and this is what the stone position A, and this is R, radius of that circular path, this circular path. After some time, the particle has reached here, moving in a circular path, it reached to the point B. By making an angle theta here, and you all know that theta is angular displacement. In a motion in a plane chapter itself we have discussed. What is the theta? Plane angle or angular displacement. I'm writing the same here. So what is the theta here? Which is a plane angle or angular displacement. And we have already discussed, my dear students. And this theta I can write like this, carefully observe. Theta I can write like this, 2 pi into n, where n is number of revolutions. What is that n here? A number of revolutions taken by this. If one revolution is taken by the stone in a circular path, it is 1. If it is 2, it is 2. If it is 3, it is 3, like that. And remember, the most important expression, and majority of the times in the NEET exam, this question was asked. How to find that number of revolutions, right? We will be solving today. So, where n is equal to number of revolutions in a circular path. Alright. Now, in motion in a plane chapter, in laws of motion chapter, we have discussed during the circular motion, we have discussed all these things. It is just a quick recap now. Carefully observe. This is called the length of the arc. And we already know the equation for the plane angle theta, which is equal to L by R, and from here L is equal to R theta. From here L is equal to R theta, and I am just differentiating both sides with respect to time. So that will be a dL by dt is equal to R into d theta by dt, my dear students. And what is dL by dt? dL by dt, rate of change of linear displacement. Carefully observe. The rate of change of linear displacement. So that's called, as we are talking about the linear motion here, so that is V, linear velocity. And this is R. R is the radius of that particular circular path. And d theta by dt is omega. Look at here. So d theta by dt is omega. What is that omega, sir? That omega is angular velocity here. Omega is what? Angular velocity is here. And observe, we have already discussed, my dear students, and this theta is plane angle andre, and omega is equal to d theta by dt, and alpha is equal to d omega by dt. This is not the first time we are learning. This is plane angle, and whose SI units are radiant. This is angular velocity. So the SI units are radian per second, and this is angular acceleration. SI units are radian per second square. Okay. Find each and every line is important here. So V is equal to R omega. Here we have taken the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity, but not in the vector form. This is the magnitude we have taken. What is that? The magnitude we have taken. And what is the vector form? Observe carefully here. So this is the linear velocity, right? It will have a direction. Yes or no? Yes or no? The linear velocity direction in the circular path at any point you can find by drawing the tangent like this. At any point by drawing the tangent like this. At any point by drawing the tangent like this, you can find the linear velocity direction. At any point by drawing the tangent like this, you can find linear velocity direction, and observe carefully in what direction it is. Right? In the plane, if this is the plane in which the circular path contains, so carefully observe, in the same plane, this is the linear velocity is directed. In the same plane, so the R value is directed. Carefully observe. In the same plane, linear velocity is there and R is also there. It is not like this, right? The linear velocity direction, R, your radius vector direction is not like this. Not like this. Out of the plane or into the plane. It's not like that. In the same plane where your R vector is there and linear velocity vector is also there. And what is the angle between linear velocity and R? Tell me everybody. Write it in the WhatsApp. Write it in the WhatsApp group. What is the angle between linear velocity and the position vector or the radius vector? What is the angle between linear velocity and the radius vector? Here also you can see. If it is radius vector r bar and this is the linear velocity, what is the angle here? And here also, what is the angle between this radius vector and the linear velocity vector? Tell me everybody. Everybody write down. Fast, fast. Answer me. So, the angle between linear velocity and the r is 90 degrees. See, they are perpendicular to each other. And the concept is about omega, my dear students. Remember, omega is the interesting concept here. You know, the direction of the omega is always along the axis of rotation. Okay, always along the axis of rotation. Observe carefully. So this is the axis of rotation, my dear student. Along this axis of rotation, omega will be directed. Along this axis of rotation, the omega will be rotated. Omega will be directed. Understand? Omega will be directed along the axis of rotation, and in the same way as omega is directed along the axis of rotation, your alpha angular acceleration also directed along the axis of rotation. And okay, so this is what? Angular velocity. The angular velocity. And what is this? Angular acceleration. Idella now already discussed madidvi. Okay. Now, coming back to this omega, my dear student. So imagine the omega is in this direction, along the axis of rotation. Imagine the omega is along this direction. Or into this also, no problem. So this is omega direction. Carefully observe. This is R direction, this is V direction. What is the angle between omega and V? What is the angle between omega and V? Everybody. What is the angle between omega and V? 90 degrees. What is the angle between omega and R? 90 degrees. What is the angle between R and V? 90 degrees. So that is very important. So the angle between V and R, it's 90. The angle between V and omega, it's 90. The angle between R and omega, that is also 90. Yeah? So in the vector form, if I write the same expression, so V bar is equal to R bar, V bar is equal to omega bar cross R bar. Understand? So it is a cross product. So if you know omega in terms of vector form, if you know R bar in the vector form, you can find V bar by using the cross product. In the last classes we have discussed, right? So by using the determinant method, yes, by using the determinant method, so you can find that V bar is equal to omega bar cross R bar. Okay, so this one, if I write V is equal to omega into R into sine 90 degrees. Yes, because always the angle between omega and R is 90. Sine 90 degrees. This is the magnitude, my dear students. Sine 90 is 1. Agagi, so V is equal to omega R agide. Understand? Right? This is the story behind this. Now, coming back to this. The angular position of a particle changes from 3 radians to 7 radians. Angular position. See this? Plane angle or angular displacement. This is also called angular position. Okay. From 3 radians to 7 radians. Radian is a unit of plane angle. I have told you already. Radian is a unit of plane angle. Okay. So 3 radians to 7 radians in 2 seconds. Calculate the angular velocity. Great. So angular velocity formula is what? D theta by dt. What is d theta here? Change in plane angle. What is the change in plane angle? How much here? 7 radian minus 3 radian. It's a 4 radian divided by time is 2 seconds. What is the answer? So omega is equal to 2 radian per second. So that's answer. 2 radian per second. So like this simple easy questions will be asked from this. And the advanced level and the medium level will go now, right? Just listen to me carefully. A particle is moving in a circular of radius 20 centimeters with linear velocity 2 meter per second. Okay, so R is given and R is given as 20 centimeters, 20 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter, and a linear velocity is given as 2 meters per second, and angular velocity, how can you find out? Angular velocity is equal to V by R tane. V is equal to R omega, omega is equal to V by R. Simple, omega is equal to V by R. So this is 20 and 10 raised to minus 2 goes up, right? So 0, 0, 2, 2, and the answer is 10 radian per second. So this is angular velocity. Yes, this is also angular velocity and this is also angular velocity. Like this the questions will be asked. Right? Easy, right? Okay. Now, so my dear students, have a look at here. We have the equations of motion in a linear motion. So we have equations of motion like that, and before moving to that, equations of motion. So in linear motion, for example, acceleration of the body is 0. Andre, linear velocity constant tane. Tell me. Acceleration 0 andre, linear velocity constant. In the case of rotational motion, if I write angular acceleration is 0, look at here. If I write this angular acceleration is 0, definitely I must write angular velocity is constant. Yes or no? You all will agree or not? Just write it in WhatsApp. Agree. Yes or no? In linear motion, acceleration is 0. Linear velocity is constant. In angular motion or rotational motion, angular acceleration is 0 andre, and this angular velocity will be constant, right? Whether you agree these or not, yes or no, write it fast. Okay, and in linear motion we have to discuss so many things, my dear students, right now. So many things. In linear motion, carefully see, initial velocity u, in that rotational motion, initial angular velocity omega I. Here, final velocity v. Here, final velocity is omega f. Understand? And here, in linear motion, displacement is s. In rotational motion, displacement is this one, theta, angular displacement. Alright? Everybody. Alright? So, here angular acceleration, here linear acceleration is a, angular acceleration is alpha. That's it. And time is time everywhere. This is time and this is time. Right. So, now by using these, the equations of motion in the linear motion. The same equations of motion we are going to write in rotational motion right now. So let's have a look at it, my dear children. So I'm just going to rub this part. So if you want to write it, just pause the video and you can write. Fine. So we have a V is equal to U plus AT, and how this equation becomes, omega F is equal to omega I plus alpha T. Final velocity, initial velocity. Acceleration, which is linear acceleration, angular acceleration. Next one. We have S is equal to ut plus half at square, and this can be written as theta is equal to omega it plus half alpha t square. These and all we have already discussed. In this chapter also it comes. In motion in a plane also it comes, right? So you should understand the importance of this. And now v square minus u square is equal to 2as, and this can be written as omega f square minus omega I square is equal to 2 alpha theta. Alright. So this is how the equations of motion can be written. But one more important thing, my dear students, and the questions you may not get from here. Directly, the questions in the NEET or JEE exams you may not get from here. Because these are the things you are learning from 9th standard. But my dear children, the question in the direct NEET exam can be asked from here. There is a possibility of getting a question from here. They'll give you omega f, they'll give you omega I, they'll directly ask to find alpha. Or most of the cases, the question they were asking is about theta. I told you already that theta is equal to 2 pi n. We'll solve some questions right now. Okay, and before we move to the questions, have a look at one more interesting thing here. We have linear velocity is equal to dx by dt. The same way, angular velocity is equal to d theta by dt, my dear students. And here, so dx is equal to v dt. And here, d theta is equal to omega dt. Carefully observe. ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ x ಬರುತ್ತೆ. x is equal to integral v dt, and here theta is equal to integral omega dt. The limits you can apply here. So here it is t1 to t2, and here the limits t1 to t2. In the same way, acceleration, this is number 1, and this is the 2. Acceleration is equal to, so dv by dt, or acceleration can also be written as, I hope you remember, so v into dv by dx. Acceleration can also be written like this. So here also in rotational motion also the acceleration is alpha, angular acceleration, which is equal to, so this is d omega by dt, and this can be integrated. Okay, so dw is equal to alpha dt, right? Integrate, you can do it. So this also can be written. So alpha is equal to r, alpha is equal to omega into d omega by dt. Carefully see. So omega into d omega is equal to alpha into d theta. These are not the new terms. These are not the new terms. This is the second time you are learning, everybody. Second time you are learning. And let's solve few problems related to this rotational motion, how the equations of motion will be used here, right? Let's solve few numericals, my dear children. And let's see these numericals. Alpha value is given. What is alpha here? Angular acceleration. The angular acceleration is given 4at cube minus 3bt square. Initial angular velocity is given omega naught at 0 seconds. Time 0 seconds. Find expression for omega and theta. Alpha is given. You need to find omega. What is the relation between alpha and omega? Alpha is equal to d omega by dt. Here omega is not a function of time. Alpha is a function of time anta given. So how to find omega from here? So d omega is equal to alpha dt. Integration, if you apply here, so this is integrated and this is also integrated. Observe here. Observe here. So omega will have the limits. Look at here. Initial it's omega naught. Final it's omega because we need omega expression. So the limits are omega naught to omega. That's the limits. Okay. So what will that become? So omega minus omega naught, which is equal to integral alpha. Alpha value is 4at cube minus 3bt square into dt. Okay. So that's a answer we need to find, and this omega we need to find. And let's move on. Omega minus omega naught, which is equal to, it is the time limit, direct 0 to t step. So this one, integral 4at cube into dt, andre 4a comes out, integral t cube dt andre t to the power 4 by 4, understand, minus integral 3bt square into dt, 3b comes out, integral t square dt andre t cube by 3 agate. Now 4 cancel, 3 cancel, and what is the answer here, my dear students? So omega minus omega naught is equal to a to the power 4 minus b to the power 3. So this omega only if you want, I'm writing here, omega only if you want, and answer is omega naught plus at to the power 4 minus bt to the power 3. So that's omega. What else we need? Omega we need, the expression for the omega we have found. What else we need? So we need theta also, angular displacement also. And that angular displacement also, you know the formula, the relation between omega and angular displacement. So what is that? So omega is equal to d theta by dt, and from here omega dt is equal to d theta. Simple. Integral d theta andre theta. Integral omega dt, integral omega naught plus at to the power 4 minus bt cube into dt. Alright. So let's move on. Theta is equal to, this is 0 to t. We are doing the integration with respect to time. 0 to t. Okay. Integral omega naught into dt. Omega naught is a constant. Integral dt andre t plus a is constant, integral at to the power 4 into dt, a comes out, integral t4, t to the power 4 andre t to the power 5 by 5, minus b comes out, integral t to the power 3 andre into dt andre t to the power 4 by 4. So that's it. So this is our theta expression. Omega expression we have, theta expression also we have. That's what they're asking here. Fine. A fan is rotating at a speed of 450 revolutions per minute. Observe. 450 revolutions per minute. Is it the angular speed? Most of the students will think that this angular speed is 450 revolutions per minute. Checking the units is very important, my dear children. If it is angular velocity, the units will be radian per second. But it's not radian per second, it's revolutions per minute. Revolutions per minute is the unit of what quantity? Revolution andre oscillation. Oscillations in a second, it's a unit of what quantity? It's a unit of frequency, my dear children. What is that? It's a unit of frequency. So, what can I write here? So, 450 revolutions per minute andre adu F naught anta meaning. Initially, 450 revolutions per minute. Generally, frequency units will be revolutions in second. So, the F naught I can also write 450 by 60 revolutions per second. 0 cancel. 3 2s and 3 15s. See here. What is F naught we have got? 15 by 2 revolutions per second. Sir, nowhere we discussed about frequency. How come the frequency is here? And how can you use that frequency in the given question? Because omega naught is equal to 2 pi into F naught. This is another formula you might have discussed in waves and oscillations chapter, and this is what we have already discussed in motion in a plane. Omega is equal to 2 pi F naught, and this I can write 2 pi into, what is F naught? 15 by 2, my dear students, and 2 cancel, and omega naught is equal to, so 15 pi radian per second. Carefully observe, omega naught value we have got. From the frequency we have found omega naught. Andre, a fan is rotating at an angular speed initially 15 pi radian per second. After being switched off, it comes to rest. Yes, so the final angular velocity is 0 radian per second. 0 radian per second. It comes to rest in 10 seconds, Andre. So t is equal to 10 seconds. Wonderful. Assume there is a constant angular acceleration. There is a constant angular acceleration. In case ಅಲ್ಲಿ constant angular retardation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? So the imagine a situation, you switch on the fan, slowly it increases its speed and becomes constant at one point. Here, so when switching off, slowly the angular speed will reduces. In a particular time, the angular speed will becomes 0. In a time 10 seconds. Due to angular retardation. So what is that angular retardation formula? So we have a general formula, let me write here so that we can use this space also. Clear? So generally linear acceleration is v minus u by t. In the same way, angular acceleration is omega f minus omega I divided by t. So what is alpha here? Omega f andre 0 minus omega I 15 pi divided by t 10. So here minus 15 pi by 10. So this is 5 2's and 5 3's. So carefully observe. Minus 3 pi by 2 radian per second square. So this is the constant angular retardation. Constant angular retardation. Negative sign indicates it is retardation. So that's the reason the fan is coming to the rest after being switched off. Alright? Right, fine. Calculate the number of revolutions made before it comes to the rest. And I have told you so many times, my dear students, number of revolutions. So carefully see. So I'm just writing somewhere here. Theta is equal to 2 pi n. So this n is equal to theta by 2 pi. I told you in JEE exams and in NEET exams, like these questions only were asked. finding number of revolutions. I'll give you some assignment questions also. You have to do it and send through WhatsApp. Okay, after the class immediately. So n is equal to theta by 2 pi. So if you want to find n, you should know the theta first. So how you will be finding the theta? How will you find the theta here? So theta is equal to omega naught into t plus half alpha t square. That's a formula for S is equal to ut plus half a t square in linear motion. The same thing. I hope you understand the conclusion of the class. Why we have discussed the equations of motion and the rotational motion. That's the reason. So theta value is equal to omega naught into t. What is omega naught? See here. 15 pi into 10. Yes. Plus half into, what is alpha here? Look at here. Minus 3 pi by 2. Minus 3 pi by 2 into 100. T square 100. Okay. Now theta is equal to, it's a 150 pi. So this is 2 2s are 4. 425s. Okay. 25 into 3, it's 75. Minus is there. Minus 75 by 75 pi. So theta is equal to, it's 75 pi. Understand? Theta value is how much? 75 pi. This 75 pi you can substitute here. Carefully see. So if you want to find the number of revolutions made by the fan before it comes to rest, n is equal to theta 75 pi by, it's a 2 pi. So pi gets cancelled. It is 37.5. Is there any unit for this 37.5? No. It is just a number. So before the fan comes to rest, it is finished 37.5 revolutions, my dear children. 37.5 revolutions. Okay. Clear? And all the very best for your assignment. I'm going to give you 5 or 6 questions. Just do that, and solutions send me through WhatsApp immediately, as early as possible. Right? Okay. Bye bye and signing off.